Shalom.
Hey, Shalom.
About to go live. We're going live.
Shalom. All right, back at it. Can't be stopped.
That's right.
All right, bear with us one moment. Back like we left something.
That's right.
All right. Give me 1 second. We're going to get rolling. GMS Charlotte rolling in the spirit. All right, it's getting ready to go down.
That's right.
Boom, we out here. All right, hey, Shalom, Akim. All right, GMS Charlotte back at you with another live camp. To the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Before we get started, we want to say, Call Alayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Hey, double honors to our apostles, elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom. Hey, we rolling in the spirit, man. A lot of action is happening all over the earth. All right, and our job is to come out here and prophesy the end of this kingdom, man. All right, salvation is coming for the elect of Israel and none else. All right, death to these 2/3. All right, and these heathen nations.
That's right.
Bottom line, man. So we're gonna get right after. We got a quick article to open up with, and then Lord willing, the spirit, just do what it do.
All right, this article is from www.lifesite.com, and it reads, YouTube CEO says we will delete anything that contradicts the WHO's World Health Organization on the Crown 99.
Right, so as I was saying earlier, the World Health Organization is actually backed by the Bill Gates Foundation, man. Really, it's a front for the Bill Gates Foundation, man. All right, keep going.
And it reads, anything that will go against the WHO's recommendations will be a violation of our policy, says Susan Wojcicki.
Yeah, Susan Wojcicki, however you pronounce her name. And when you look her up, she goes back to the 1948ers, man. All right, so as I was saying, it makes sense. All right, the scriptures say that we were going to war with Amalek from generation to generation, man. So it would make sense that she would be the head over all this so-called YouTube shit, man. Go ahead.
Garnering alarm from one senator, it goes on to say, Susan Wojcicki, the CEO of YouTube, announced that all content contradicting the WHO or the World Health Organization on the pandemic, the Crown 99, will be removed from the video platform.
See, so if it ain't about their agenda, okay, you getting moved out of the way, man. And that's why, as I said, there's been an onslaught going against brothers' platforms, videos, all right? Anything that brothers have been doing, it really is an attack on the men of the Lord, man.
Yep.
The men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Because really, we're the main ones that's getting our videos removed, man. This ain't really happening to these other groups.
Nope.
All right? As you're starting to see, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is exposing these false prophets, man.
Yep.
All right? Because a lot of these guys is juiced in, man. They juiced in with YouTube. They got contracts with Esau. They took the bag.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? The Lord is exposing anybody that's came against this knowledge, man, or that's came against the body of Yahweh Shai in general, man.
Yep.
Look what happened with Paul Lightass.
That's right.
We're yet to see what the outcome is, and right now they're saying that he actually did it.
Right.
Was being promoted in the media. They're saying that he actually did what he did.
Yep.
So man, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is beautiful, man. Go ahead.
Right. And it shows you that the scriptures say that you can do nothing against the truth before the truth. So there's nothing that you can do to try to take away this truth, to try to gainsay it, to try to make it a lie, to try to fabricate some narrative. Hey, the Most High, he's destroying all that.
I got to add on that.
Yep.
Luke 21 and 15, and it reads, it says, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist."
Yep.
You see?
And the prophets are the ones that have the mouth and wisdom, which that mouth is the mouthpiece of the Most High. The prophets are the ambassadors for the Most High here on the earth. So the men of the Lord is who have that mouth and wisdom that none of our adversaries, it says, will be able to gainsay nor resist. When you go into gainsaying, it goes into the fact to be able to speak against, to say or make something to be untruthful, to be a lie. You see? So they can't say that what we're saying is a lie. Because it's the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the Most High said that he's going to confirm the words of his message. Woo! You see?
Yep.
So the Lord's confirming the words of his message.
And the ones that's out there that's just now coming into this thing, or that's been a part of this thing, you're seeing the mighty works of the Lord. You're seeing that this word is irrefutable, man. You can't penetrate this thing, man. All right? This is the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. The people are seeing that, man. The Lord is making it known, man, that he is not to be fucked with, man.
That's right.
You got a scripture, brother? Go ahead. Come a little close. Come a little close. Read loud.
Yep, so they can hear you.
Exodus 4:12. Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say.
Read it again. That's a beautiful
God.
scripture.
Exodus 4:12. Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say.
Break it down, brother. Yep.
God. So the word is already within us.
Yep.
The word is already within us, and this is the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that's bringing out these precepts and brothers to edify the hopeful elect, to edify everybody that's out here. So, like the brothers are saying, you can't come against this truth because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is the one that's pushing the truth, really.
Yep.
You know?
That's it. Hey, this is his program. You know? So all lies, all opposition is going to fail, basically.
That's right. I got one more for you before we get back to the
You got it, brother.
all opposition is gonna fail. You know, it's gonna fail. Not only fail, but fail miserably. Here's Isaiah 44, and I'm gonna start at verse 25. It says, speaking of the Most High, that frustrateth the tokens of the liar, and maketh diviners mad, that turneth wise men backward, and maketh their knowledge foolish, that confirmeth the words of his servants, and performeth the counsels of his messengers.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
So the Lord is actually confirming the things that the prophets are saying, meaning he's making it come to pass, you know? So all of those that try to speak against this truth, and the Lord is bringing prophecy, which is showing you who the true men of the Lord are, as it says in Malachi. Now you'll be able to discern between him that serveth the Most High and them that don't serve him, through the spirit of discernment.
Yep.
So now we're seeing that. The Lord is confirming his words.
Yep.
You see? He's bringing it into this place. So we say, Barakatah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Yep. Now going back to the article, you know, continuing on, it reads, now once again, that title was YouTube CEO says that we'll delete anything that contradicts the WHO on the Crown 99. So going back into it, it says, Susan Wojcicki, the CEO of YouTube, announced that all content contradicting the WHO on the pandemic Crown 99 will be removed from the video platform.
Yep.
During a CNN interview last Sunday, Wojcicki explained that there was a 75% increase in the news coming from authoritative sources since the beginning of 2020. So we have seen that there's a lot of demand there. But then we also talk about removing information that is quote unquote problematic. She continued.
That's it. And the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua are a major problem on this unicorn, man. All right, they're drowning out this internet, man. Like the apostles say, hey, to flood this unicorn. It's a flood of knowledge going out daily, man. Daily and at night, man. All across the world, man. As the scriptures say, we're gonna get those internet scriptures, man. All right, this word is drowning out our enemies, man. You got it out.
It says she continued, of course, anything that is medically unsubstantiated. So people saying like vitamin C, you know, take turmeric, like those are things that will cure you.
Right. So here it is. You do a video getting into the herbs, promoting, you know, the natural herbs, minerals to keep your body strong and all of that. They taking it down. You know, you do a video on vitamin C, it's getting taken down. You do a video on turmeric, all right, he might remove your channel. Yep. Go ahead.
Those are examples of things that will be a violation of our policy. She then specified that anything that would go against the WHO recommendations will be a violation of our policy.
Yeah, anything that's not with this agenda.
Yep.
All right, it's getting taken off the air.
And so removed is another really important part of our policy. One example of content removed from YouTube was the claim that 5G, the new generation of wireless communication technologies, was causing the pandemic symptoms, Wojcicki said.
Yeah, the knowledge that's going out, you got credible scientists, all right, you got people that are in high levels of the government that's basically breaking all this down, you know? So now, what you're witnessing here as we read this article, all right, these devils are in desperation mode, all right, by any means necessary. You know, get rid of anything that's opposition to their agenda.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Continuing on, it says Senator Marsha Blackburn tweeted that it is alarming that YouTube now relies on the WHO's biased recommendations to decide what what video content to take down. The WHO gave inaccurate information about the spread of the Crown 99. It says it still parrots Chinese propaganda and fought President DJ Trump's China travel ban. The junior senator from Tennessee pointed out, if big tech companies plan to police speech surrounding Crown 99, they need to rely on honest and objective experts.
And that's the point, because big tech is what's in control right now, man. You know, it was from that news site, Weon, I believe it's called. The Elamite chick was breaking down on how these big tech companies are even more powerful than they ever been. All right, their revenues since this so-called pandemic has been in effect, their revenues have basically boosted through the roof. All right, but they are the regulators of so-called free speech now. All right, because we're at the point in time where you can't say shit.
Yep.
You know, you say anything about the charagma, your video's gone.
Yep.
All right, especially if you're bringing out the scriptures to support your point, your video's out of there. We just read that you can't talk about natural remedies, you can't promote prayer. All right, so this is it. All right, internet land is finished. We told you that.
Yep.
This internet wasn't gonna last for long. Hey, the internet has served its purpose, and the purpose was what? To push forth this word. That's it. Give me Amos. You have something out?
Yep, real quick.
God, you got it.
This is out of the book of 2nd Ezra 6. And I'll start at verse 26, and it reads,
Beautiful.
It says, and the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted of death from their birth, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed.
That's right.
And turned into another meaning.
That's right.
Verse 27, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which have been so long without fruit shall be declared.
And that's happened what? Through this World Wide Web, man. All right, this World Wide Web, this internet was used solely for the purpose of pushing forth the Lord's ministry, man, to wake up the hopeful elect that have been scattered to the four corners of the earth. All right, Matthew 24, it tells you that, hey, once this word has reached the ends of the earth, then the end shall come. All right, we are at the end of what? Esau's world. Okay, so hey, like we said, there's really no more purpose for this thing, man. Yep. The prophets have fulfilled their duty out here, man.
Yep.
Started with our apostles and elders on down, man. Giving you the real news. All right? The true gospel, man. Okay?
Yep. Matter of fact, I'll get some of those. Going into the book, what was quoted is the book of Matthew. Did you say you want Amos as well?
Yeah, whatever you got. We just rolling with this thing.
This is out of the book of Matthew 24 and verse 14.
Beautiful.
And it reads, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world.
That's this word, man. And that shows you. That's proof in the scripture that it wasn't talking about Christianity.
Yep.
It wasn't talking about Islam.
Nope.
It wasn't talking about Buddhism. It wasn't talking about black consciousness. It was talking about the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua out of the Holy Scriptures, man. All right, the truth. Go ahead.
And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
For a witness to all nations.
Yep.
Brothers waking up everywhere, man. Arabia, Australia,
yep.
Europe.
Yep. South Africa.
The
west coast of Africa.
Come on, man.
Yep.
Speaking their foreign languages.
Yep.
Come on.
It says, for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
And then shall the end come. We are at the end. The people that whose eyes are open, for the Lord has blessed, giving them the eyes to see this thing. Hey, without a shadow of a doubt, this is the end, man.
That's right. All
right. So if you don't know Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, if you don't repent and know Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, that's it for you, man.
Yep.
You know?
Scripture says some have not the knowledge of the truth. I speak this in your shame.
Woo.
The Apostle Paul says, Psalm 19 and 1, it goes another one for you. It says, a psalm of David, the heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
It said, in the firmament showeth his handiwork, man. All right, that's why you have these satellites in orbit, all right, that basically broadcast all these videos all across the world, man. You know? Keep going.
Verse 2, day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
Yeah, there you go. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. And this is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that's going out all over the earth, man, all over the globe. Go ahead.
There's no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
Hey, there's no cloak for your sin either.
Yep.
Because the Lord has this word going out in all languages, man. English, Spanish, all right? What else?
Yep. All languages.
All languages, man.
Yep. You got the, once again, I always say, you got the brothers in Holland that do, they have a death camp where they're doing it in sign language. All languages, even in sign language. So there definitely won't be no cloak, you know, for the sins of those, for the naysayers.
Yeah.
For the non-believers.
Italian, French,
Yep.
Creole,
Yep. Dutch.
you know,
Yep.
Mandarin,
Yep.
you know.
The brother in Arabia, he's speaking Arabic. You see? Come on, man. Showing you that this word is faithful and true.
That's it.
Psalm 19:4, it says, their line is going out throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world.
And the words to the end of the world. All right. Can I get Romans 10 to add on to
Yep.
that? Romans 10, 17 and 18.
Yep.
All right.
This is the book of Romans 10 and verse 17. And it reads, so then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High.
Yeah, that's right. Faith coming by hearing. All right. Hearing the word of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Go ahead.
Verse 18, Romans 10 and 18. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth.
Their sound went into all the earth, man. That's the prophets, man. That's the man that you see on the four corners of the earth pushing his word, man. All right. The truth of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua out of the Holy Scriptures. This word is everywhere. There's no denying that we are the Israelites, man. All right. There's no more gainsaying. There's no more scoffing. We don't even really see a lot of that shit talking no more.
Nah.
All these prophecies coming to pass, people getting put to death, mass death going all over the earth,
Yep.
Plagues, famine, wildfires, floods. All right, the Lord is doing what he said he was going to do out of the scriptures. This is prophecy taking place, man. Go ahead.
Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their voices, or their words, unto the ends of the world.
And their word to the ends of the world, man. All right?
I got another one for you.
Yep.
This is going into that. Going into the fact that the words of the prophets, once again, like it says, and went into the end of the world. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, also known as Sirach in the Apocrypha, 24th chapter. This is Sirach 24, and I'll start at verse 20, verse 26. So Ecclesiasticus 24 and 26, it says, he maketh the understanding to about the Salak, I started at verse 27. It says, he maketh the doctrine of knowledge appear as light, and as Gion in the time of vintage. It says, the first man knew her not perfectly. It says, no more shall the last find her out. Verse 29, for her thoughts are more than the sea, and her counsels profounder than the deep, the great deep.
That's right.
I also came out as a brook from a river, and as a conduit into a garden. I said, I will water my best garden, and will water abundantly my garden bed. And lo, my brook became a river, and my river became a sea.
It says, my brook became a river, and my river became a sea. And that's symbolic of what? The abundance of this knowledge being poured out on the earth, man.
Yep.
It went from a river, it went from the brook, turned into a river to turn into a sea, man. Real quick, before you finish that,
Yep.
Deuteronomy 32,
Yep.
verse 2.
Yep. It's the book of Deuteronomy 32 and verse 2, and it reads,
Yep.
my doctrine shall drop as the rain.
Yep.
My speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass.
Right, because when that rain comes down, when that rainwater comes down, it spreads everywhere, man.
Yep.
It ain't just hitting one spot. It's everywhere. When it rains, it pours, as they say, right?
Yep.
So how much more this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is likened unto that true water. All right? Go ahead, Doc.
Continuing on, verse 3. But I will publish the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. It says, ascribe ye greatness unto our power.
Yeah, that's the point. So
Yep.
the word of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is being made public. It's being published all over the earth. So go back to that Sirach.
This is Sirach 24, starting back at verse 30. It says, I also came out as a brook from a river, and as a conduit into a garden. I said, I will water my best garden, and will water abundantly my garden bed. And lo, my brook became a river, and my river became a sea.
That's right.
It says, I will yet make doctrine to shine as the morning,
That's right.
and will send forth her light afar
And
off.
will send forth her light afar off. Okay? That light representing the wisdom in Yahushua, man. It's being sent afar off, man. The wisdom and knowledge and understanding has been sent all over the planet, man. Go ahead.
Continuing on, verse 33, I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy, and leave it to all ages forever.
So that's, hey, are we not in the last age, so to speak? So we have the truth.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
Verse 34, Sirach 24 and 34, behold, that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom.
Yeah, so we don't labor for ourselves, but we labor for all them that seek wisdom. All right, that's why we come out here and feed the sheep, feed the lambs. Yahweh Shai said, if you love me, what? Feed my sheep. So we don't labor only for ourselves, but all them that seek wisdom. Quick precept, 1 Timothy 4 and 16. Just to make that point, to add on to that. Okay?
This is out of the book of 1 Timothy 4 and verse 16, and it reads, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
Hey, that's what it's about.
Yep.
All right? Hey, the Lord made us overseers of the flock. Like it tells you in Acts, I believe, the 20th chapter.
Yep.
All right? Which that word overseer goes back to superintendent, man. You know? Basically the principal, so to speak. You know? The upper management. Okay? We are those overseers over the flock, man. You know, to save them that also believe in his word. I got one more precept. 1 Corinthians 1 and 21. Okay? Just building on that point.
This is 1 Corinthians 1 and verse 21, and it reads, it says, after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
That's it, man. To save them by that believe. That's why, hey, we're fools for Yahweh Shai, man. We're like the scriptures say, we're made a spectacle amongst men.
Yep.
All right, but we do this to save them that believe, man. You know, we do this for the ones that truly believe in the doctrine, that truly believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, man. Because the elect is the only one that matters. Hey, the elect lives matter.
That's right.
That's it, man. All right. Got it.
1 Corinthians 4 and 9.
God.
It says, for I think that the Most High have sent forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death.
Yeah, you see that? He sent forth the apostles last. That's why you had the Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X, the Marcus Garveys. All right, you had all these political figures for Jake. All right, they were set up first, but they all came to nothing. So the Lord, as Scripture said, he set the apostles last. Thy eyes shall see thy teachers, right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
For we are made a spectacle unto the world.
We are made a spectacle unto the world, man. I believe that word spectacle goes back to sport. You know, we're really just entertainment.
Yep.
You know,
Spirit, yeah.
we just really, to the non-believers that really ain't taking this thing seriously. We just entertain. We just a show out here, man.
Yep.
You know.
Scriptures do also go into how, and I'm roughly paraphrasing this, how you know, that to fools that wickedness is like a sport. So our people see us in the same manner.
Yep.
I'll read it again. 1 Corinthians 4 and 9. It says, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men.
That's it.
Yep.
Yep. Get that in Ezekiel 33 about how Jake likened unto this thing as entertainment.
Yep. It's like music.
Yeah.
I'll start from there.
Yep.
Ezekiel 33. Ezekiel 33, starting at verse 30.
Yep.
And it reads, it says, also thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses.
Yeah. Jake talking shit. You know? Oh, there go the Israelites. There go those Hebrews. There go the brews. Go ahead.
It says, and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Yeah, but they will not do them. Like we said, hey, this thing is just entertainment to Jake. Jake see these shows pop up, you know, they like, I wonder who they're gonna curse out today. They're gonna get on the white man, they're gonna curse out the black woman. You know, that's all Jake likes is drama. Even the videos that got the drama are the ones that get the most hits.
Yep.
All right? But when the videos that pour out pure edification, solid knowledge, them videos barely get even touched, man.
They don't care nothing about that.
They don't care nothing about that, man. You know? Jake want to big up the videos when you cursing out the nigga woman or cursing out the white man or something, man.
Yep.
You know? That's when you see Jake mostly on the comment boards.
Yep.
You know?
And the lights through the roof.
Yeah, lights through the roof, man. Go ahead.
For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their
There
covetousness.
you go. Hey, Shalom, Mark. Hey, beautiful lesson. You did a great job. But won't do anything he heard in the lesson.
They hear the words, they do them not.
Come on, man.
Verse 32, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song
Yep.
of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument.
Yep.
For they hear thy words, but they do them not.
Yeah. And we be at the campsite. Jake can come up here,
Yep.
hear the words we saying. He'll seem as if they're locked into the word. But then once it's done, hey, they keep it moving and
Yep.
they back to their life, man.
Yep.
You know, they ain't repenting, they ain't making no changes, no adjustments for the Lord.
Yep.
You know, they gonna stay in they selfish ways, man.
Yep.
You know,
And what does the average Jake do that will come up and engage? He'll say that I'll be back next week. I'll be back next week. And you never see Jake again.
never see that nigga no more, man.
Which Jake don't know, he playing with his own salvation. That's gonna be to his undoing. Hey, this word, you either gonna be marked for exemption or marked for destruction.
That's it.
Last verse, Ezekiel 33 and 33, and it reads, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come.
Come on, man. It said, lo, it will come. It's guaranteed it was gonna come. It's happening. Go ahead.
Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them.
Man, then shall you know that a prophet have been among you, and the people see that, man. You have known that the true prophets of Great Millstone, all right, starting with our apostles, elders on down, have been among you, all right? You know, these people know out here, hey, we ain't lied to you, man. We simply told you the truth.
Yep.
And the Lord, what did he do? He manifested it, man.
Yep.
You see? You got something
Confirm
out?
the words. Yep. Beautiful.
Jeremiah 28 and 7.
God.
Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thy ears, and in the ears of all the people. Verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of
Hey,
pestilence.
this is what the ancient
Yep.
prophets of old have always done. All right, they prophesied of great evils, war, and pestilence, man.
Yep.
And that's exactly what's playing out all over the earth as we speak right now, man. You know,
Nothing new under the sun.
nothing new under the sun, man.
Right.
You see that?
Beautiful.
Isaiah 30 and verse 20, and it reads, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. Verse 21, and your eyes see your teachers now. These are the men of the Lord that's on the four corners of earth, starting with the prophets of the Lord of Great Millstone.
That's right.
You see, on the four corners of the earth. So no longer are the men of the Lord, not in the forefront. They are right in front of you, starting with the elders and apostles on down, who are the true teachers of Israel today,
That's right.
whether you accept that or not.
That's right.
Continuing on, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left. So that word that's going out, it's piercing the spirit of the believers, and that word is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is Yahweh Shai knocking at that door.
That's it.
In Revelation, the 3rd chapter, saying, come unto the truth. This is the way, walk ye in it.
right.
When you turn to the right and when you turn to the left. So this is the righteous way of living. See? So the believers are doing what? My sheep hear my voice, and they hearken and they follow me.
Sure.
They're coming back into the fold. They're believing because they're seeing the words of the Most High. They're seeing this word being manifest unto them.
Yep.
You see? And then the scriptures speak about how we have been seared in their consciences. You see?
Yep.
This word has. You see?
You got get Amos 8 and 11 real quick.
Yep.
All right, because the point is you got to get this word before it goes away, man.
Yep.
All right, we're in a time where the Lord is about to close this thing out. The prophet's not going to be on the highways and byways prophesying. As you can see in the article that we just read, all right, the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai ain't going to be on this internet too long neither, man. All right, it's going to get to the point where brothers going to have to just straight up move videos to other platforms, and that's already happening.
Yep.
This YouTube is going to be non-existent.
Yep.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos 8. I'm going to start at 9 and read down.
Fine.
And it reads, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shema Shai, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in the clear day. Verse 10, and I will turn your...
That's heavy too.
Yep.
Read that again.
Yep. It's Amos 8 and 9, and it reads, and it shall come to pass in that day saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, thy power, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon,
Yep.
and I will darken the earth in the clear day.
Yeah, because that's going into that total destruction.
Yep.
All right? The
Yep.
missiles coming down, and then you got, don't forget about the chariots.
Yep.
All right? The chariots of the Lord are going to bring havoc on this damn place, man. All right? And that's why Esau has his government and space force ready to fight. Go ahead.
Verse 10, and I will turn your feasts into mourning,
Yep.
and all your songs into lamentation.
Hey, you see, the mirth of this place is dead.
Yep.
It's gone, man.
Yep.
You know, America sucks, man.
Yep.
On all levels right now, man. You
Right.
can't do shit. Everything is whack.
Yep.
The women is whack. The music is whack. The food is trash. You know, the air is polluted.
Yep.
All right, this shit is done out here, man. We need the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
They just said that the river that's flowing through Colorado, I think it's the Colorado River.
Yeah.
Wrong.
They just said that now they're putting like a water, it's like a water shortage.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's saying like it's level of never before. I'm gonna pull up the article.
Yeah, pull it up, because what's also heavy about that too, you got this shit called Forever Chemicals.
Yep.
And it's all in the tap water. It's all in the tap water all over America, man.
Yep.
And the name of it is literally what it is.
Yep.
Meaning them chemicals that's in the tap water
Stay in your body
is gonna
too.
stay in your body forever.
Yep. You never look loose.
You ain't gonna never be able to get it out. You can't detox none of that.
Yep.
You know? And this is the shit that causes cancer,
Yep.
ulcers, diseases in your body. And guess who's putting that shit in there?
Yep.
All right, your own government, man. Esau, man. He's responsible for that.
Yep.
So this place is trash on all levels, man. You know?
That's why it tells us, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it's polluted. The Lord literally means everything is polluted.
Yeah.
Any and everything is polluted. You know? Continue on.
Basically, you living a lie, man.
That's right.
You know, matter of fact, real quick.
Yep.
Got a quick precept. You found that article out?
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
Okay, bring that out, and I'm gonna bring a precept out.
Okay, so it says, in a first, United States declares shortage on Colorado River, forcing water cuts. Arizona farmers will take the initial brunt, but wider reductions loom as climate change continues to affect flows in the river. And this is a historic first.
Wow.
Let me continue.
Yeah, if you got
some more.
Yep.
With the climate change and long-term drought continuing to take a toll on the Colorado River, the federal government on Monday for the first time declared a water shortage at Lake Mead, one of the river's main reservoirs. The declaration triggers cuts in water supply that for now mostly will affect Arizona farmers. Beginning next year, they will be cut off from much of the water they have relied on for decades. Much smaller reductions are mandated for Nevada and for Mexico across the southern border.
So that's famine, man.
Yep.
Hey, when you have water restrictions, they talking about water restrictions in California.
Yep.
So that's all gonna lead to a famine and people dying of thirst, man.
Yep.
All right.
But larger cuts affecting far more of the 40 million people in the West who rely on the river for at least part of their water supply are likely in coming years as a warming climate continues to reduce how much water flows into the Colorado from rain and melting snow.
Yep.
As this exuberable, look that up, exuberable meaning relentless, seeming decline in the supply continues, the shortages that we're beginning to see implemented are only going to increase, said Jennifer Pitt, who directs the Colorado River Program at the National Abdoon Society. Once we're on that train, it's not clear where it stops.
It's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get worse.
And people have no idea about this shit, man. Water restrictions, famine of food. All right, farmers have to get rid of their crops. How you say the word? Euthanize their animals.
Yep.
So man, this shit is about to get real. As we said, it's about to go down, man.
Yep.
All right. Keep thinking this shit is a joke if you want to. You know.
And you were speaking real heavy about how it affects the West. Hey, just California itself is responsible for like 60 or 70% of the agriculture in the United States.
Heavy.
You see?
Heavy.
So that's showing you, and California's on fire. I just did an article, I did this video yesterday, and an article on it where it goes into how 500,000 acres are being burned as we speak.
Heavy, man.
So that's showing you.
Or to add, they
Yep.
just said that the port that's in California is it's the third largest port in the world.
Long Beach.
And yeah, and they said that they just shut it down. They had to shut it down.
Oh, you see,
Hey,
famine is here. Famine is here.
Man, I got that scripture real quick.
Yep.
Jeremiah 9 and verse 6. And it reads, it says, thy habitation is in the midst of deceit. Everything about this place is a fucking lie, man.
Yep.
All right, it's a farce.
Fraud.
Fraud, man.
On all levels.
On all levels, man.
Yep.
Jeremiah 9 and 6. Thy habitation is in the midst of deceit. Yeah, this American life, your school system.
Yep.
All right, the society, everything.
Yep.
It says through deceit, they refuse to know me. Saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Through all this fraud and deceit, our people refuse to still come back to the Lord, man. They refuse to acknowledge that this place is a fucking lie, man. All right. Verse 7. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua of hosts. Behold, I will melt them. Behold, I will melt them and try them. How shall I do for the daughter of my people? You see that? So the Lord, like it tells you in Ezekiel 22, he gonna leave you here and melt you, man. All right? You don't want to come out, you don't want to flee spiritually out of Babylon, you don't want to come out of the ways of America. The Lord's gonna leave you here to get melted. That's the only solution.
That's right.
You know? So you better get your ass right.
That's right.
You know?
Back in Amos 8 and 10, it says, and I will turn your feast into mourning,
Yup.
and all your songs into lamentation.
Yeah, this place is garbage. Go ahead.
And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins, and baldness upon every head.
Which represents mourning.
Yep.
Mourning and sorrow, which is coming to this place. Go ahead.
And I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day.
That's heavy, man. The Lord said he should make it as a mourning of an only son.
Yep.
So like if you had a son and you lost him and he died, imagine how you would feel.
Yeah, you'd be heartbroken.
You'd be heartbroken. So that's the spirit the Lord's gonna put on these people in that day, man. That's heavy as hell. Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 11, behold, Amos 8 and 11, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh thy power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
But for hearing the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we are in the midst of that famine of the word, man. All right, because it's gonna be at the point where, I forgot the guy that works for the government, his name, but basically they're saying that people are being influenced by the narratives that are coming off of social media, which they're tying that into what? Domestic terrorism. So it's going to get to the point where reading these scriptures on the internet in general is going to be an act of terrorism, man.
Yep.
You can already see the narrative being conjured up.
Yep.
You know? Keep reading now.
I can't remember who it was. Was it Jay Rockefeller who said the internet should have never been created? Showing you that this is coming.
Yeah, this is coming.
See? Continuing on. Amos 8 and 12. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and shall not find it.
And shall not find it. And that also shows you right there that these people have seen the prophets of the Lord.
Yep.
They know where they at, man. So when they go away, they're going to be seeking them out. But the Lord said you ain't going to find them, man. All right? You think the prophets are going to be out here in the midst of martial law when all hell is breaking loose out here in the streets? All right? When it's a dog-eat-dog world out here, man, the prophets ain't going to be nowhere to be found, man. You know? You have something?
Yep, I got two.
Yep.
I'm on end with 13, I got a precept.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
Amos 8 and 13, and that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst.
Ooh, man.
Now going back to the next precept for this, Isaiah 55 and verse 6. And it reads, seek ye the Lord Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and he will have mercy upon him.
Got it.
And to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. The Lord is going to abundantly pardon the sins of the elect, those that come back unto him. Because it said, you know, seek the Lord while he may be found, because the doors of mercy are closing.
Come on, man.
Meaning this famine of the word is bringing forth what? The prophets being taken off the four corners of the earth.
Yep.
So we have to seek the Lord while he may be found. Get this truth while it's still available, while it's still accessible.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to be the one who wouldn't have the knowledge of the truth in the time of Jacob's trouble. I wouldn't want to be the one hoping and praying that I'm of the elect.
and hoping that the Lord is going to save me if I don't have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Facts.
Which leads to that faith and that fear to be able to stand and have that wisdom, knowledge, and stability. You know, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is that stability.
Yep.
You see?
What you got out?
You got it, bro?
Yeah, I just pulled
Yeah,
up
Hosea
the,
5.
Yep.
this is the Department of Homeland Security, and this is issued on Friday, August the 13th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Summary of terrorism threat to the United States homeland, and it expires November 11, 2021. They're responding in ways of continuing to identify and evaluate cause for violence, including online activity associated with the spread of disinformation.
There you go. That's it. They're monitoring online activity concerning the spread of so-called disinformation. That's Esau is what? The accuser of our brethren.
Yep.
All right, this is how they're categorizing everything. Go ahead, Ak.
Conspiracy theories and false narratives by known or suspected threat actors and provide updated information as necessary.
Hey, remember this word, the word of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, they're going to label this thing as a false narrative.
Yep.
You know, something extreme. Extremism. Go ahead.
DHS continues to encourage the public to maintain awareness of the evolving threat environment and support suspicious activity.
Yep.
DHS is coordinating with state and local law enforcement and public safety partners to maintain situational awareness of potential violence in their jurisdictions and maintain open lines of communication with federal partners. DHS is also advancing authoritative sources of information to debunk and, when possible, preemptive false narratives and intentional disinformation, and providing educational materials to promote resilience to the risk associated with interacting with and spreading disinformation.
Yeah, this is the
Conspiracy
war.
theories and false narratives.
This is the war against the truth.
Yep.
This is a war on truth, like the brother